that agonizing pain of being separated from your twin flame? What if I told you it isn't random and it's definitely not a punishment? That deep, soul-level ache you're feeling right now, the one that logic can't touch and your friends can't possibly understand, could actually be a sign that your soul's plan is working perfectly. I know it feels like a part of you is missing, like an amputation of the spirit. But what if this profound sense of loss isn't an ending, but a sacred and necessary beginning? Let's journey together into the idea of a spiritual contract your soul may have made before you were even born. We're going to explore why this separation might have been necessary, not as a cruel twist of fate, but as a divine catalyst. I want to show you how this period of separation could be the very key to healing your deepest karmic patterns and preparing you for the balanced, true union you're destined for. What you're experiencing is not just a breakup. Some would call it a purification. And I hope by the end of our time together, you'll start to see this pain, not as a burden, but as the very alchemy that is turning you into the person your soul always intended you to be. But before you can see the alchemy, we have to be honest about the fire itself. So let's be real. The pain of twin flame separation is unlike any other heartbreak. It defies logic. You might have gone through tough breakups before, but this is on another level. It's a constant, low, humming ache in your soul, a feeling that a fundamental part of your identity has been ripped away. You might find yourself obsessing, checking their social media, replaying conversations, searching for any sign of hope. You might feel like you're going crazy, swinging from this profound, unconditional love for them one moment to a deep, gut-wrenching pain and resentment the next. This isn't just about missing someone. It's a profound disruption in the fabric of your reality. You may be seeing synchronicities that are impossible to ignore, their name popping up everywhere, hearing your song the moment you think of them, or waking up from vivid dreams that feel more real than life. Your intuition might be screaming at you that this isn't over, even when everything in the physical world says it is. This experience is incredibly isolating. How do you explain that you're grieving someone who is still alive, a connection that feels more real in its absence than most relationships do in their presence? Tell me, what has been the most illogical or unexplainable part of the pain you've experienced during this separation? Pause and share in the comments below. Your experience matters, and sharing it helps us all feel less alone. This is where the infamous runner and chaser dynamic often comes into play. In many spiritual teachings, it's said that one partner, the runner, pulls away, overwhelmed by the sheer intensity of the connection. This isn't usually a conscious or malicious act. It's often a subconscious defense against the raw vulnerability the connection forces upon them. The other partner, the chaser, is left feeling abandoned and desperate to close that gap. This painful push and pull is often rooted in deep attachment wounds, sometimes tracing all the way back to childhood. For instance, an anxious attachment style might manifest as the chaser, terrified of abandonment, while an avoidance style could manifest as the runner, fearing the engulfment that such a deep connection represents. While psychology offers this framework, spiritual perspectives suggest there's a higher purpose to this dance. The dynamic isn't seen as a flaw, but a feature, a signpost pointing directly to the healing work both souls have agreed to do. So, we have to ask the biggest question: why? Why this earth-shattering pain? Why all this confusion? Is it all just a meaningless spiral of suffering? From a soul perspective, the answer is a profound and resounding no. This pain is believed to be purposeful. It is preparatory. It's the dark, fertile soil where your greatest spiritual growth can take root. Many spiritual teachings propose that before you incarnated, your soul, along with your twin flames, crafted a sacred agreement, a soul contract. This contract wasn't about guaranteeing a fairy tale romance. It was a far more sacred agreement. You both agreed to meet in this lifetime, to be catalysts for each other's spiritual evolution. You agreed to be mirrors for each other, triggering every unresolved wound and shadow, so it could be brought into the light and healed. And a critical, often painful part of that contract was the agreement to separate. The belief is that you agreed to this distance, not to punish each other, but to give each other the most profound gift possible, the chance to find wholeness, not in each other, but within yourselves. This idea of an agreement to separate for the sake of wholeness is profound. And to deepen our understanding of these soul contracts, we can look to the work of the legendary hypnotherapist Dolores. While she didn't often use the modern term twin flame, she spoke extensively about the concepts that underpin it: soul groups, pre-birth plans, and catalyst relationships. Through thousands of past life regression sessions, her clients accessed a higher level of consciousness, what she called the subconscious, or the higher self, that explained the intricate reasons behind our life's most challenging experiences. According to Dolores, our lives are not random. Before we incarnate, we sit with a council of elders and meticulously plan the major events and relationships of our upcoming life. We create these soul contracts, which are essentially blueprints for the lessons we need to learn. Now, here's the crucial part. That relates to separation. Dolores discovered that sometimes a soul we love very deeply, on the other side, volunteers for a difficult role in our life. They agree to be the villain or the catalyst. They agree to be the one who leaves, who betrays, or who breaks our heart. Because from a soul's perspective, they know this event is the only thing powerful enough to trigger our pre-agreed awakening. In one of her sessions, a client might discover that the partner who abandoned them was, on a soul level, their closest friend who lovingly agreed, "I will push you away at the exact right moment, causing you immense pain, so that you are forced to abandon your dependencies and finally discover your own inner power and divine mission." From the human perspective, it's agony. But from the soul's perspective, it is a profound act of love. Dolores often referred to these catalyst people as mirrors. They are not there to complete us, but to show us what is inside of us. This separation, this agonizing absence, is the trigger you both designed. It's the cosmic alarm clock going off, waking you up from the illusion that your source of love, worth, and purpose exists outside of you. Your twin flame is perfectly fulfilling their role in your soul contract. They are giving you the ultimate gift, the one you asked for before you were born, the motivation to finally heal and become whole on your own. So, if your twin flame is giving you the motivation to heal, what does that healing actually entail? To really grasp what's happening, you're invited to shift your perspective from the 3D world of loss to the 5D world of energy, purpose, and soul agreements. This separation can be seen as your soul's sacred curriculum, cleverly disguised as heartbreak. Let's break down the core spiritual lessons your soul may have designed for you to master during this exact time. The first and single most important concept to grasp is the mirror principle. Your twin flame is seen as a perfect mirror, reflecting back not only your divine light, but also, more importantly, during separation, your unhealed shadows. Every single thing about them that frustrates, angers, or hurts you is often a direct reflection of a wound that exists within you. Here's a real-world example. Let's say your twin flame ran without giving you closure, leaving you feeling abandoned. The ego mind says, how could they do that? They're cruel and cowardly. But the soul's perspective invites you to use what many teachers call the mirror exercise. Take the upsetting thought. They abandoned me. Now, turn it around. I am abandoning myself. Let that sink in for a moment. Where are you abandoning your own needs? Are you abandoning your dreams while you wait for them? Are you abandoning your emotional well-being by obsessively focusing on them? The pain of their abandonment is so intense because it often triggers a pre-existing wound within you. Their action is simply the salt poured on a wound you may not have even known was still open. This applies to everything. If you're angered by their indecisiveness, where are you being indecisive in your life? If you feel they aren't choosing you, where are you not choosing yourself first? The runner isn't just running from you. In a spiritual sense, they are running from the parts of themselves they aren't ready to face. The very parts you mirror to them. And you, the chaser, are often chasing the validation you aren't giving yourself. This separation is like a divine pause button, forcing you both to stop looking at each other and finally look in your own mirror. This isn't about blame. It's about radical responsibility for your own healing. This work of looking in the mirror naturally leads us to the second lesson your soul has for you, the resolution of karmic patterns. Many spiritual traditions believe our souls carry imprints from past lifetimes, unresolved energies, known as karma. These karmic patterns can manifest as recurring, painful cycles. Maybe you have a pattern of betrayal or a deep-seated feeling of unworthiness. The twin flame connection is thought to be a cosmic accelerator for clearing this karma. The intensity of the bond brings these ancient patterns to the surface with incredible force, demanding to be seen and resolved. Think about your life. Do you see a recurring theme? Perhaps a deep fear of scarcity that shows up in your finances, career, and especially in love, making you cling desperately to it. Your twin flame separation might trigger this wound more intensely than anything ever has. The pain becomes so unbearable that you're finally forced to confront the root of this belief. You're being pushed to heal that original karmic wound and understand that love is abundant and your worth is unconditional. During separation, you're given the sacred space to do this work. It's a time for deep shadow work and for healing your inner child. As you do this, you're not just healing for yourself, because you and your twin flame are believed to be one soul energetically. Your healing is said to directly impact them. As you clear a karmic pattern, you clear it from the shared energetic field. This is why the work is always about turning inward. You can't do their work for them, but by doing your own, you can raise the vibration of the entire connection. Healing these patterns allows you to master the third essential lesson, mastering unconditional self-love. We often mistake attachment for love. We think loving someone means needing them, possessing them. The twin flame journey is believed to be designed to burn away this illusion and teach you what true unconditional love is. And that lesson begins with yourself. The universe, through your twin flame's absence, is teaching you to love yourself unconditionally. What does that really mean? It means loving yourself when you're a mess, when you feel broken and lost. It means forgiving yourself. It means choosing your own peace over the need for their validation. For so long, especially if you were the chaser, your well-being was likely tied to their actions. A kind text sent you soaring, silence sent you crashing. That emotional roller coaster is a form of dependency. The separation is your soul's intervention. It's saying, stop looking for love outside of yourself. The source you seek is already within you. It's asking you to become your own source of validation, comfort, and security. It's about learning to sit with yourself and realize you are already whole. You were whole before you met them, and you are whole now. The feeling of being half is a powerful illusion designed to propel you on this quest back to your own divinity. As you cultivate this deep, unshakable self-love, a miraculous shift can happen. The desperate, needy energy of the chaser starts to dissolve. It's replaced by a calm, magnetic radiance. You stop chasing because you realize what you were seeking was already inside you. This is the energetic shift that, paradoxically, is often said to create the space for the runner to stop running. They are no longer running from an energy of need, but are instead drawn to the peaceful glow of your wholeness. As you cultivate this self-love, you become ready for the fourth lesson, which is the call to your divine mission. Another profound layer of the soul contract, according to these beliefs, is the activation of your life purpose. Many believe twin flame connections are not just about personal healing, but about coming together for a shared mission to help the planet. However, you can't step into a shared mission until you've aligned with your individual one. Often, the intense focus on the relationship drama can be a major distraction from your soul's true calling. The separation, as painful as it is, removes that distraction. The universe is lovingly and forcefully redirecting your powerful energy away from them and toward your purpose. What are you passionate about? What creative projects have you put aside? How can you be of service to the world in a way that lights up your soul? This is the time to pour all of that love, all of that longing into building your own life. Take that class, start that business, write that book. When you align with your purpose, you step into your highest vibration. You become the person you came here to be. This is incredibly attractive on a soul level. Your soul contract may have stipulated that you would push each other toward your life's work. Sometimes, the most effective push comes from creating a void. The emptiness you feel is a vacuum calling you to fill it, not with another person, but with your own divine purpose. Mid-roll understanding these lessons is so important because it shifts you from feeling like a victim to being in the driver's seat of your own spiritual evolution. To help you put this knowledge into practice, I've created a free Souls Curriculum workbook. It has journal prompts for the mirror exercise, guidance for identifying core wounds, and affirmations for self-love. It's designed to help you turn this challenging time into your most powerful transformation. You can find the link to download it for free in the description below. Understanding the soul's plan is the first step, but embodying the transformation is the real journey. So, What does this actually look like for you, day to day? How do you move from the pain of separation to the power of inner union? This is the path of a spiritual warrior, and it requires conscious, dedicated practice. Let's walk through the practical path, starting with step 1, the sacred art of surrender. Surrender is maybe the most misunderstood concept on this path. It doesn't mean giving up on your twin. It's not indifference. Surrender is an active, courageous state of trust. It is consciously releasing your need to control the outcome, the timing, and the how. It means you stop trying to figure it all out. You stop obsessively rereading their messages. Stop stalking their social media. Stop asking tarot readers when they'll be back. You let go of your white-knuckled grip on how this story should unfold. You hand the pen over to the divine and trust that a story far greater than your ego could ever imagine is being written for you. Practically, surrender is about redirecting your attention. When the obsessive thoughts start, you consciously choose to ground yourself in the present moment. Go for a walk, put on music, and dance. Feel the water on your skin in the shower. Every time you pull your energy back from the vortex of them and anchor it in the now, you're practicing surrender. You're telling the universe, I trust this process. I am safe and whole right now. This act of letting go creates a massive energetic shift from resistance to allowance. Once you begin to master surrender, you can move to the second step, shifting from an outer focus to inner alchemy. The invitation here is to turn your focus radically inward. The entire journey of separation is designed to bring your attention back home to yourself. This is the work. First, identify the core wound. When a wave of pain hits you, get curious. Ask yourself, what is the feeling underneath this pain? Is it, I'm not good enough? Is it, I'll always be abandoned? Is it, I'm powerless? Keep digging until you hit that raw nerve. That belief is the wound. Your soul is asking you to heal. Second, practice radical self-acceptance. Once you find the wound, your job isn't to fix it, but to love it. If the wound is, I am unworthy, you wrap that feeling in compassion. You talk to your inner child, that part of you, holding the wound, and say, I know you feel unworthy. I'm here with you. I will not abandon you. You are worthy of love exactly as you are. Meeting your own pain with love is the heart of inner alchemy. Third, reparent yourself. Many of our core wounds come from needs that weren't met in childhood. Now, as an adult, you have the power to meet those needs for yourself. If you needed more validation, celebrate your own wins. If you needed more security, create routines and a safe home that make you feel secure. You become the loving, stable parent to your own inner child that you always needed. This builds a foundation of inner safety that is unshakable, no matter what anyone else does. This inner work naturally leads to the third step, redefining and cultivating union. According to these beliefs, the ultimate goal isn't just physical reunion, but inner union. This spiritual concept refers to balancing your own inner masculine and feminine energies. Your inner feminine energy is your intuition, your creativity, your ability to receive and feel. Your inner masculine is your logic, your action, and your structure. In most of us, these energies are out of balance. The chaser dynamic can be seen as an overexpression of wounded feminine energy, longing, feeling incomplete, while the runner dynamic awapolos is often seen as wounded masculine energy, fear of emotion, avoidance. Separation is a time to bring these energies into harmony within yourself. You cultivate your healthy feminine by learning to rest, trust your intuition, and just be with your feelings. You cultivate your healthy masculine by taking decisive action in your own life, setting boundaries, and pursuing your goals. As you balance these energies, you become a whole, integrated person. You no longer look for an external partner to provide what you lack within. You achieve an inner marriage. This state of inner union is the true reunion you're seeking. It's the energetic state that makes a healthy, balanced physical union possible. A union based not on need, but on two whole individuals choosing to share their journey. So as you practice surrender, inner alchemy, and cultivate inner union, how do you know the work is actually working? That brings us to our fourth and final point here, recognizing the signs of your transformation. One of the first signs is a growing sense of inner peace. The obsessive thoughts about your twin begin to quiet down. Their hold on your emotional state lessens. You can go a whole day, then a whole week, without that constant ache. Another sign is releasing the need to know. You stop caring about what they're doing or when they'll return. The frantic energy is replaced by a deep trust in divine timing. You understand their journey is theirs, and yours is yours, and you can love them from a distance without needing to control it. You'll also notice a shift from resentment to compassion. You start to see their actions not as a personal attack, but as a reflection of their own wounds. This compassion extends higher to yourself as you forgive yourself for acting out of your own pain. And maybe the most beautiful sign is that you start to feel genuinely grateful for the separation. You look back and see with crystal clarity how the pain broke you open, how the silence forced you to find your own voice, and how their absence led you home to yourself. You understand the separation was the greatest gift they could have given you on your journey to wholeness. To anchor in this transformation, let's set an intention. If you're ready, type in the comments. I surrender to my healing and trust my journey. This simple act declares to the universe that you are ready to embrace your power, your twin flame journey. And this separation is not just a romantic drama. It's considered one of the most powerful spiritual initiations a soul can experience. The pain you're feeling has a profound and sacred purpose. It's the pressure that turns the coal of your unhealed wounds into the diamond of your authentic, awakened self. Your soul's plan, as many believe it, was never to leave you broken. The plan was to break you open to a love deeper than you ever imagined. Starting with the love for yourself, the plan was to guide you to your own power, truth, and purpose. This separation is the sacred chrysalis, where you are undergoing a complete metamorphosis. As you do this work and cultivate inner union, you begin to embody a powerful, healed energy. For many, this is the precursor to a divine feminine awakening, where you fully step into your intuitive, creative, and magnetic power. To continue on this path, be sure to watch my next video. Divine Feminine Awakening, your twin flame journey begins, where we'll explore exactly how to harness that energy. Thank you for being here today. If this resonated with you, please give it a like and subscribe for more on navigating your spiritual awakening. And remember, the most profound love story you will ever live is the one you build with yourself. Trust the journey. You're on your way home.